today, na Saturday. And on Saturdays, we can learn naya waiting happen during the week inside Salon. And these are the things them we pass through Sierra Network. Now we website, now we Facebook page, now we Twitter account, now we YouTube channel. Wherever Sierra Network dey, now then things here pass through Sierra Network. We be lancing dozens of sowe, then be handing the razor, the knife, where then they take do waiting sowe can do. Say, then they take a new life. Then say, then go handing the knife then they, and then go still continue the traditional aspect of the bondo without the cutting. But not to the one who continue, not to all who they say dozens of. So make we see how the other one they will not hand over, how then they carry out with them business. On Sunday, the mayor of Freetown, Mayor Yvonne Akisoya, he say he make a citizen's arrest. He say they left for go church by Congo Cross Bridge. Now they meet people and they throw away dirty. The one and they throw away dirty corner side. Other people in the crowd build the material for can build illegal structures. So what he do? He left for go church first. He break him motoka. He can down. He call him metropolitan police them. And come. They arrest the people them. And then carry out with the investigation. Well, from that day, we don't know it. Waiting be really happen. We be send the camera na the hillside bypass road. One market where they would call Bongo Market. If you not watch that video, if you not listen to them, Market Woman then they it. Subscribe to Sierra Network Production. You go get opportunity for watch the video. As we been promised, so we'll be send the camera na the police press briefing. We'll be upload them. And we'll be share them. We don't know if you self be get opportunity for Yeri waiting the police talk that day. And even this past Thursday, police call another emergency press briefing where we send the camera day back. I don't know if you know, say the United States government, they don't update the link for Sierra Leone. They couldn't advise the citizens. They don't update them. And then talk to the day back way, not look go down well with police. So police, you know, say even last year they be update and way police be they say how they go compare. Look, even America then they shoot people and they did this. Then they do that in a salon. How quick then begin say for Paul salon name. Well, they don't talk back this time around. The camera been ready. Monday morning, that particular video day, go don't pass through the process and they go day up. Make yourself listen to what in Sierra Leone police give you as an emergency security update for the festive season. We be also launching the National Council for Civic Education and Development. Then we partner with the National Youth Commission for engage different youth groups them na the Western area. Remember outside and say Western area. And say they engage them youth, then they make them know what's in there ahead of them and make them come up behind violence. We will also launch the Fobe College. Fobe College then be send 2 participants them where then say then go win medal for the best country speaker na the 2019 Pan-African Universities Debate and Public Speaking Championship. They say they win the medal for the best country speaker. And they win for. Saloon. We learn say why Black American is say interest in route back to saloon. So he go saloon. What is saloon be end up do? Not so this one not so pa Elba and Pikino. This another one we go Monday. Before pa Elba and Pikin be go now. So then say this one they make him paramount chief. And also, you know the deal. And get citizenship. And get saloon passport. We begin for share the video of the barbershop where the Spratly Charity Foundation get, remember, so we call it Mark from Spratly Charity Foundation, we call it Anaya, and he be tell say then get barbershop, and he be send the barbershop video to it, we will be sharing our page. On Monday, we be get somebody from NGC, National Grand Coalition, when I just made for the Suma, where we can't talk now about the monthly publication where they be titled The Ground Dry. I hope say you be there and you hear how the conversation been go. We be also launch President Bio be commissioned the first ever radio station na Falaba. And also he be turned dirty for construction of a new hospital na Sulima Chiefdom. We just hope say how they turn the dirty, and so then go walk on fast. The Monument and Relics Commission, we want make you know say, then they'll renovate the Bond Island Clock Tower. Well, I believe say you know why they be renovator now. Not so. You know why they be renovator. Let me share the pictures there with we. We will say we'll be able to share to una where they follow Sierra Network. On Tuesday, we'll be laid at table Sierra Leone Parliament where they say no, not at all. Then they pull and they fail. That unaccountable interest. You know they again. Now the 2020 financial bill. You know they again the non-pull and they. Now then they will be deal with Naya. But however, we'll be making clear say, even though they pull them, not me say they kill them. So then pull them, it don't go back Usai Bindi. Usai Bindi, it be just the hover around. It be just the over around. So because of that, let we pay attention. President Bio be commissioned renewable rural energy projects at Putloko district, northern Sierra Leone. Iluka na the company will be take over Sierra Rutile. They say they no realize anything yet from that takeover where they take over Rutile. And they claim say they loss where they go through right now, it will be up to the tune of $290 million. Where then they look fine. Remember say SLAJ, Sierra Leone Association of Journalists, then be go na parliament on Wednesday for make them go discuss the way forward for repeal the criminal libel law. Me, I don't know what things still they take time for parliament don't table them. But other people then say they not look see the effectiveness by this particular parliament for passam. When see they don't table them, all man don't go making presentation. The Minister of Information Mohamed Rahman Soare, he still insists government they fet tigi one for make this law come out fail. We still dey wait. This one na the other one wake up with some kind controversy na social media. We will be launching Mada and Fatima Bio Foundation. The president and the first lady, their foundation, then be launched the Free Sanity Pads initiative for school girls. So somebody take na social media, I say wait to. He say if not to conflict good in here. He say instead of even if the president and the first lady can champion for make social welfare and all this, even if na education and everything for able for help, say they make them a national level for every school, for every girl picking na the country. Instead of make them under their own foundation. So that na something we be done the cause sumu na social media. On Wednesday, we be calling the Ministry of Information. Then say 2019, then spend 174 million leons. We come up to 17 million dollars for print President Bio in picture them, for design picture, for anything we got for do the president picture one. They spend 17 million dollars, 174 million leons. And then they will be laying a table now on Wednesday. With the suicide President Biogo donate to the Women Vocational Center. Na Putloko and also unveil in statue. Where they make for them na Putloko City. Yes? In statue they make and they. On Thursday, waiting take social media by storm. Idriss Elba is back home. He go salon. What is so? The Auditor General in report being come out and will be lancing 2018 141 billion leons. 141 billion leons. Now being cash loss and irregularities. Cash loss and irregularities. 141 billion leons. So man say that particular way the Auditor General put on is misleading. We'll be post the article by Mustafa Y. We'll post them on our website. Make yourself see them. And also we get the complete over 300 pages of the Auditor General in reports in our website. If you yourself want for go to one. And because of that, anti-corruption self say, and then they left BNO. Then they commence examination of that audit report there. And also for ask question, then go ask question. But then say, then they do them in conjunction with Sierra Leone Parliament. Remember, I tell you now, we last year on, as the Auditor General be released, Parliament be vexed for say, na dey for care and go. Then be vexed by the Auditor General himself, Lara Telopias. They say, you know, can go to Parliament, this and that. And then the Auditor General say, well, according to the law, we govern them. When he done, if I post them, if I make the document public, then if I can go to parliament. Then anti-corruption back saying one begin do something towards that. Parliament want and say, now we force the look this particular document. But this particular year, we not see hearing nothing but that. Anti-corruption say, then they watch the documents now for begin investigate. No parliament ask them nothing, but anti-corruption also tell we say, now in conjunction with parliament. And I think say you'll be there, say another day will be discussed on Thursday. Friday, President Bio meet with Idriss Elba and he began a Sierra Leonean diplomatic passport and he make him brand ambassador for Salone. Say with the man in connection with the money in way a manner of mixing with other people them. He go help Salone for grow. Well, now that they will be doing yesterday. Although this particular one, okay, before I come to waiting, this one don't cause na social media. Yesterday I be promised because some people not be know that Idriss Elba and all the things that we be done they do. So I be promised for play a movie, a TV series we be doing. We na in a long run. We premiere but na the season 1, episode 1. Maybe you know watch it, but today na the Sierra Network Facebook page. So if you want to watch them, go there and make you watch waiting. Now a TV series where they portray Sierra Leone, where they portray in your family like, where in Papa they live in the UK and in Papa and Mama they Salone. We learn say as they don't close transfer windows them. Slafa say then they ban all the Premier League player them for letting not play per any non-division league. As long as not to any division league, then they ban Premier League player. Make them not play there. We also be show a video the moment where Idriss Elba be received in Sierra Leonean diplomatic passports. This one don't carry it an issue on social media. If you follow Sierra Leone Entertainment, there's somebody by the name of Nasser Ayub. Well, one part day per we constitution, we say for make somebody go get Sierra Leonean citizenship. In Papa, for be of a Negro descent. So that one day, now you know make this particular person get Sierra Leonean citizenship. But he qualify if he want for naturalize, he go naturalize, even though he was born in Sierra Leone. He say no, he no want time. Because he born as alone, he forget passport. So when Idriss Elba come, where they can get this diplomatic passport, social media turn over. Some people are in favor of Nasser Ayub getting a Sierra Leonean passport, and some people then say no. The constitution say now only of a Negro descent na go get. And Nasser Ayub, some man they say na Lebanese, some man say na Palestinian. Everybody they talking on. Even though na Salone born, but and say now waiting the constitution say. Now waiting social media they talk, not waiting to police say. Vice President Mohamed Julde Jallo on Thursday then crown him Paramount Chief. Now small bow chiefdom inside Kenema district. So in paramount chief name, na Mohammed Nyagoba 1. Na in paramount chief name. Mohammed Nyagoba 1. Small Bo chiefdom na Kenema district. Because I see where somebody be right time, somebody they ask say, if not true, well not true. You don't hear in chief name right now. Well, these are the things them we pass through Sierra Network. Make we count Aaron Rashidin. Make we hear what Ingo pick by the things them we would all lay in a table. Yes, Aaron, you get the platform, sir.
Yes, Abraham. I want to tell thank you for participating in the program again today. I not be able to come last week. I tell everybody, welcome to the program again, and I'm glad for there this week. A lot of interesting things that you don't mention. I just want maybe start from maybe some of the things that we mentioned at the back. One, this thing we get for do with Elba, this international star, where he goes alone and he gets citizenship, and that caused some debates, on social media, particularly we get for deal with this other gentleman, Nasser Ayub, where people them or in preparing background are Lebanese. I think so the problem now that we don't go too far for address this problem. We get for Mekle members of the Sierra Leone Lebanese community feel at home, and government for don't take this. If it didn't have the law book say you can be citizen if you parents that them now of Negro background, I think say it's about time we look and try to adjust them, because the Lebanese Syrian community in Sierra Leone be part of Sierra Leone for a very, 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 very long time. We grew up during the time of people like Edward Akkad, and we get Lebanese background. And for make the issue that they come up, not tell well, not go well, the world they change. Some of we come out Sierra Leone, we come now foreign land. I mean, some of we get citizenship. A lot of Sierra Leoneans are really abroad, whether not France, not England, and get citizenship, even though we still get to a Sierra Leone mindset. I think for this natural government before the address long ago.
I want only one that quick, Aaron. I want only the quick, because some other people inside this same one way they talk so, they say in the Arab states there is no way they give black man citizenship, not they can't give them. This is the argument of some of the people where they follow this particular trend of conversation. Then they say because then they do yanda, so maybe na make salon serve they do am.
We don't look at the negative side of things. If you look where you say Arab states, I think the relationship with the Lebanese community going back to the term even before colonial time, where they come, they settle some go settle upline. I don't think say it's the same with people only left nowadays to go settle in the Arab world. Now that where they look at, I mean, if you get people with they're on a community for that longer generation, I think we'll get for look beyond. We know they look at if people then point at the Arab community, other people will point to the European community, say, well, no, it's not the same. That the point is, I think say whether or not the government or the people of Sierra Leone will look at it. I think it was about time let government because I think even before this, I think Natiwek did not come up at the beginning also of the presidency of President Nkrumah, at the beginning of that that period now, still be don't come on. But just needless to say, at least for address then things they are. If people feel say they're not Sierra Leonean, what's wrong? We not for look at them. If they feel that they are Sierra Leonean, then set to Sierra Leone or they're entitled to it. I mean, we not for discriminate against them. Depending on the color of their skin, that really missing, For go to other things, you talk about SLFAC, then it ban registered the first division or players that will register with SLFA for playing for leagues that win not to SLFA registered leagues. Well, I don't know, but maybe there are some pros and cons about it all. Maybe SLFA, they look at the safety of players there, and they don't get themselves kind of injured, the lack of insurance, not some league the way. But now they're very league then they been they entertain people where SLFA been they out of track with and they how many years, they're not going to play there. Leagues and they serve as the feeder to First Division League. And sometimes, I remember when we been the one a Fafa and a Field. Each team be entitled for filling, I think 4 First Division players per game. It make the game all interesting. If I should come to something else, this is very important. You mentioned this Auditor General's report. When you talk of $141 billion, we according to report, go away loss or irregularities, you yourself just confirm, say, that sound too much of mouth confusing, What does that mean? What exactly that mean? What is surprise me? I've been on the about this Auditor General report. What is surprise me? I see anti-corruption, they take the right move, then get up and they try, just like how you mentioned, they now go and start looking at things, let Parliament not come back like how remember we discussed that last year. Parliament come and say, well, we forget involved, and then they rightly follow that. But they expect government for make a statement. I don't know, something I don't understand this word. But they expect government for make a statement. If the Auditor General report say this much money disappear, one would expect the government for come and say, well, you don't hear what the Auditor General report say. Whether or not the way the Auditor General put them on, if that amount of money lost, I don't know what in maybe Abraham will put the equivalence in dollar terms or with it, but that's not a lot of money. How that money will just go missing or they don't account for them or what they do. At least government can say, we've been they do something we find out, or we say government for come out and make a statement.
And make I just help you quick because that's something will be done deal with now this past week. Waiting happen that particular money day, now money where they don't use, where they're not able for pull receipts for, or where they're not able for provide something where the Auditor General in group for able for verify say yes now so and so they use them yes so now that money they and
so in other words there is complacency. It can be say it can be say some term then legitimately, if not all, most of that money they use them in some legitimate. But if you don't use that kind of money, they are always, especially when you get Auditor General report. I know say you madam would don't look at this, but you must get record for sure. Say now this we so and so but at least they forget records. What they will make available to the Auditor General. I don't know if the Auditor General, how the Auditor General is conducting report, whether they do stage by stage in terms of getting the report there or everything they come to one and you look at all with it. Because certain things that they, if let's say, after say like every month they give accounts to the Auditor General, how they spend money, even up to the term where you come with the report, maybe you go don't see something and they go say, hey, we see some money where government they use when they get record. So that will prompt government for be more accountable for how they spend the money there. But that money now, a lot of money. Maybe like I said, you will deal with figure. And media hope say, I don't want to begin say accuse or what call, but you find maybe as we go on, not look say the report come out, but as we go on in the future, now we know how that money gets spent. You mentioned about money where instead of spend for pictures the way than do of the president. I don't actually get that figure. They give them in
174 million leons. Now they spend inside 2019 for print picture, design picture, anything we get for do with the president in portrait. Then spend 174 million leons.
Who responsible for that?
Ministry of Information and Communication.
That for me, that seemed like say I don't know, but that seemed like saying a lot of money because given the fact that Ceylon the crate would try for manage, but that now a lot of money for just spend for print pictures of the president. I don't know, maybe they look at things too much, but that sounds like say now a lot of money. The other two you mentioned that. Organization, that NGO where the president anywhere yet we get for do with free sanity part or so thing. People way raise questions. I think Mr. Seki share that. I mean, I not see how they go. Maybe the first lady can get a program for women. That could be because first ladies they can champion different program. But for the government, the presidency is involved in some non-profit or whatever organization. I not think see that seem for go down well. I not think the government, the president, like Jimmy Carter, for example, after he left the presidency, get out Jimmy Carter Foundation, where they look at election fairness all over the world. Raise fund and all into it. But when you there as president, Bill Clinton himself got that Bill Clinton Foundation after he in presidency. So I'm not think say I don't know, but I'm not think say appropriate for the president for in Westkin champion some things, but the president I think say he forgive up that. Two things were also mentioned before. Maybe you could talk to me more about this renewable energy project. Not put lock away. I mean, some groups say they don't lost 690 million.
No, Rutile lost money.
Rutile?
Yes, now lost money. Yes.
So what kind of money? Where Sarah Rutile say they lost money? Who are the monitor waiting Sarah Rutile tell me? How do we know that what Sarah Rutile say is accurate? All then Sarah Rutile for way. Remember, I don't know, but me, I just ask the question. I know they say waiting and say is wrong, but if Sarah Rutile can't tell we say they lost this amount of money. How they lost the how they lost that make that loss as a business? How that loss come about? Waiting exactly happen? Because if proper accountability or the
okay, make I just read the first line. In a latest development, the mineral sands miner Iluka Resources has announced an impairment charge of 290 million in the 2019 full year for the carrying value of the asset associated with its Sierra Rutile operation in Sierra Leone. They also announced a write-down of some 115 million of deferred tax assets at Sierra Rutile, reflecting a more conservative outlook for the business following the impairment review.
You see, we not to business-minded person them like Bar and Tony they would before can explain that to we may not see for understand.
Okay, make I just count this other one. Then claim say they acquired the Sierra Rutile operation in 2016 for $455 million, with the investment case underpinned by the proposed doubling of dry mining operations at Lanti and Gangama, and the development of Sembuhon deposit to increase rutile production capacity from 175,000 since acquisition. They also don't spend 75 million on capacity increase at Gangama and Lanti, and a further 75 million on sustaining capital.
Okay. I don't know if you get an idea on this. You know, when this project starts, we stand and sign agreement with government. And because I would like to know if in the past years they make profit. If they make profit, if they make government know, we know. You know, because I'm just kind of confused. This one is too much for me to understand. I will let that maybe people away get an idea. I know say them will call at the program, then go able to help we for make me understand well. You know, I'm maybe just they ask concern say when they say this is what they lost, how accurate is it, or maybe they inflate the number of loss we then get, or maybe they even make profit, they will say they run at a loss. You know, now that not be my own concern, because business minded. When they call they know so usually they make much profit. Even if they make profit, they will squeeze that, you know. I know they say within they say it wrong. I just not feel comfortable with it, you know. The other thing where I want to mention, I want to congratulate them for the college students that we do well in a Pan-African debate. Also, this we don't talk about this thing. This repeal of criminal libel. I'm not sure. I remember when the government become the Minister of Information be so. I mean, they talk how they will repeal. I don't know if this is not something with the president Sefki overrule and take a decision on that. There is something we make. Every government will come the same for backpedal when it comes to repealing this. Waiting at this thing. If they feel say the media get to do more in terms of checks and balance within itself, therefore make clear. Maybe they will talk to Sludge, say, well, you know, this is not the reason, but for begin old Sludge back now, like then they try for shut the public from getting, or try for intimidate the media by not repealing, you know, this criminal libel. I don't know what's in the ground. Finally, what I want touch on now, the first thing where you mentioned, you know, you and I know something very sensitive. I know once I just want to left and so that bondo business, particularly we get to do with women, and with the thing we get to do with women with, you know, and we call us and come try for say something that we will go out of the line. I think say the way you put away left and so, I would suggest we left and so, and see the people themselves don't come before and they try for say well they see easy for yes. Sometimes other one then will follow suit. I know Allah will begin go into it due to the expectation for women. So far I go left so far. I think Tony or Senesi don't join me right now. Thank you.
Yes, make we begin come Tony. Yes, Tony, you get the platform. Waiting you and laying at table before we begin bringing the callers them in.
Yeah, now with regards to now with regards to the passport side, I want to start wherein people then feel offended or probably NASA you they feel say they try for marginalize them and everything. We actually therefore go by the books. I mean, and it depends. It's situational for somebody say, okay, we go grant NASA Ayub citizenship or whatever, or probably override waiting in the books, but we not go override waiting in the books. And we therefore no say it in our book say if you papa we born you, if now oversee them born you understand, and na Sierra Leone a born. You understand? Automatically means say you wouldn't go born Obayanda, you na citizens. Meaning because not so you go born yourself now you people there and you people that will go born you they are Sierra Leoneans. So basically not Idriss Elba giving him diplomatic passport, not even diplomatic passport, he can opt and say I need passport. and we don't go deny them. And being a brand ambassador, let people know to waiting and call. It's not very good for salon. You understand? Although yes, people then get their own take. You understand the right, but when we look at the good parts. The good parts outweigh the whatever negative thoughts that we get. This is not Sierra Leonean person we born, and we get thousands of Sierra Leonean or hundreds of Sierra Leonean kids and we out there where them people them don't come born there outside Sierra Leone where they do very, very well. If they see a icon like this, a world guy like this, way of saying a household name, you understand? I mean, it's good for us to embrace. And then, Mr. Awunmide, time for talk about this company we take over Uta. Usually, when you take over a company, because you go take over the company, or we can call them acquisition, you understand? There is no profit at that start. You understand? They take over an existing company. You go for pay. Probably this company, like Uta, a long established company, we get goodwill. They don't build the image over time. So there's no way they're able to make profit at that particular time day, because basically what is happening is, imagine you buy a company for $1 million and you're not able to pull 1 million profit at one particular year, first year or second year. You understand? What you do, they make projections. They do what they call forecasting, that this business, if we increase the production, I mean, they do business planning, that in the next 5 years, you understand, we don't able to recover what we spend for acquire this company with our good time, and we don't begin make profits. You understand? So basically, we don't expect them to let them begin make profits right now, because basically they don't spend huge money, they don't acquire the company and everything. But what will probably make them they talk them kind of thing now for let probably government give them some concessions, because we know say this government right now they try for raise revenue greatly, you understand, and most of the revenue that they get 90% or 80% on taxes. So most of the existing companies, or the few existing companies right now, they don't increase their taxes. You understand? So in that light, now that makes them they come out and tell we say they don't make profits since they take over. But if government want for no say yes, they know they make profits, or yes, it's possible, government can request for them financial statements. Where financial statement purpose is usually prepared for shareholders, for external use, and for whatever. I mean, most companies, you can see the banks, at the end of the year, they all can post, they publish the financial statement, let people then see how viable some of these companies are doing. Because some man were very, very critical in something that he want to know before he puts money in some them banks. If them banks are really they make profits, or for like one day, there's because Saloma forced that mindset. Some of them Nigerian banks are like, you want to people the money they don't see. So basically, then government request then our books for make you publish your financial statement. Then I want for him talk on this how we would then say the pioneer Mami then get a foundation, Mr. and Mrs. Mother Bill. I feel say there is nothing wrong. The woman can manage them if he say a new project just the way they do guards his answer for our guards. But basically we don't foresee the president in the foundation right now, because the president already gets his own work. That can be in working projects. But we don't foresee Mr. and Mrs. or the Marabi on this and that get information. Probably other people that would not go get a negative, not get anything against that. But we don't look at the fact that the president work is very huge. He gets so much in place where he get for deliver. For making get for concentrate, for go begin the share pad. That now a subset of his functions. Then in job description, because he gets a whole ministry with social welfare where they handle all those stuff. So somebody goes say, okay, now duplication of resources, because that project they can count under the Minister of Social Welfare. I mean, what do you want for see the First Lady champion? Because I must say, House of our guys is very key right now. But we still got boys with people in the abuse. We all, I mean, homosexuality is not a thing of not a secret anymore. I know I call names of people that would see na beach, na Lumley beach and this and that. We would see but they wait up na Lumley, they practice their acts and some of them picking at them can be abused when they're young. You understand? Some them boy picking there. If you say it's high time for include than this ounce of our boys and girls You understand? In books, in a project. That's what tomorrow where it don't become more alarming, we'll therefore include them. And then the other side again, where they spend 170-something million for print portrait of the president. Yes, if we get the resources, yes, we can do it. But here is the case wherein we run a cash-strapped economy, wherein they make most of the companies feel say they're overburdened in terms of taxes, wherein government the taxes are very high, which means we therefore actually, because what we not see what they do right now, we not really cut we cost, like say we want for save money and put them into another project. It's like we're just spending. That may make World Bank may raise alarm on the traveling rates at which where government may just take part in the travel before they make the money don't go over, not go announce the money we then say they spend on traveling. And when you talk about traveling, then DSA or per diem or this or that ticket price and this hotel logistics or whatever, feeding this and that, all inclusive, where the money may be very huge. We want to see let we government spend prudently. Let them try for save. Let we try for but good things and the way still they pending where they need for do. We want to see that money there before you make portraits, put them under, you understand? There is nothing wrong for do if we get the money, But we find out say some of these hospitals, like a children's hospital, you understand? But all of the hospitals they know their beds. If we take that money, say take 100 million, they make some of their things then the government for their bid. And that's public bidding. We say the cost way they go for able for save some costs on that particular thing. They and use some of that money they will left or surplus, use them on other things like taking away the infant mortality rate very high. You understand? The last time I got the first lady in page say me go left for is champion infant mortality rates. We're very, very key. Likewise, the council of our gas. Because we see infant mortality rates now West Africa or Africa is very high. You know, the Minister of Health is doing very well. They're doing good. Alpha is doing best. But infant mortality rate now, Usai, Pekin, mama they die under 5 whether they go for go born or probably within the age of 0 to 5 years where either the mommy or the Peking go don't die. When I very, very key. Then the fluff aside, where fluff aside some of them footballer then they not for play where they play in other division league. They mean if you say yes, it's my point. It make a whole sense. The angle we need to look at is that we got to maintain standards. And remember, say we still get teenagers the way they play very well when upcoming talents. If we get these guys playing at the league, they play in the other league than they. What's in the happen? They overshadow these young talents coming up. We got to make sure say some of them keep the young ones here where they come up. Then make the football on the play. We shout, we raise our voice, say we want to let football play because football is an invisible export. We can get 50, 100 footballers outside where they play in different parts of the world, and most of them money, if 50 or 100 of them, they chipping back foreign exchange into salon. One ripple effect of them thing, and they like, oh, they see now where you see them, they free also right now. You see where dollar price go down? Dollar price, they go down. Because we get more people that we don't inject. Even though some people not go salon, but people living at the diaspora send money na salon. So that's not the case we are in. If you put premium in sports, able for plan with sports well, we'll be able to get the most needed revenue because if you understand. So basically, make we try for draw the line. Say you need to play. Yeah, if you play in a division league, already you don't get a platform for showcase your talents because what you make you play in the Premier League. Leave the other leagues the way they play for the underdogs. You understand? Make them the underdogs, make them self for showcase their own talent. So probably by next season, some of them big teams here can scout some of them would they see in the Premier League, English Premier League, where then they buy 17 years, then they buy 16 years, then they buy they own a teenager, then they buy World Cups, they all. You understand? So I mean, for me, for maintain standards, I agree with that. That's my main take on everything we use. So we not just tell the show because we don't come in during the week.
All right, thank you very much, Tony. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Yeah.
The phone line open now. You will for call and be part of the program. You get opportunity now for call and be part of the program. Yes, caller, you there live on air. Your name and who side you call from?
Hello?
Yes, you did live. Your name and who side you call from?
Yes, sir. I'm in John, sir.
Yes, John. What's in your contribution? Okay. Yeah, what's in your contribution?
Yeah, my contribution about this citizenship business.
Okay.
We brother they may not talk about. What I tell for say is, the Lebanese there now people away. I don't see any cause for me to give them citizenship. The reason for that is because if you look the way that they behave and deep inside, now just forget what they want from the country and exploit the country. There are people there, now people away, whatever they do, they don't do it in the interest of Sierra Leone, they do it in the interest of their own side, for cover their side. It's possible for me to give them state. That state to govern them for make them live in the country within a period of time. But when they do not alone, they do no more forget their interest and for take out of the country and go Lebanon. So I not support the idea people they talk say, oh, them people they don't live in the country, they don't born there. For respect them or for be part of we. It's not possible. Because the reason is, if we go Lebanon, we go Lebanon for almost a year, they shall never make us citizens of Lebanon. So on no account, we're supposed to make them citizens. Give them a say that is sufficient. And when I come back again, people when they come out, make us feel like they're celebrities there when they go salon. There is no need for give them diplomatic passport. They can be a citizen, but giving them diplomatic passport, which means they get the right for me them go inside a commando without searching. And who knows what they take out or take in. So this is my contribution.
All right, thank you very much, John. Yeah,
thank you. Yeah.
Yes, call ID live on here. You name and who you call from?
This is Ibrahim, the call from Adam.
Yes, Ibrahim, what's in your contribution?
First of all, I want to make contribution. I want to touch on Idriss Elba because at least we know, a lot of we in the diaspora, we know a lot of things the way they do, how connected he is, Nasa, are you not somebody who are like Nasa alone? Because instead they play a role for help youth them. But also, this not somebody who can give a diplomatic passport when a Sierra Leonean. And somebody will get the heart of Sierra Leone, And from there, somebody will genuine. When he goes along, when they present this thing to what he say, now in heart, begin make promises of things the way I go do this, I go do that, and they say na my heart. And that means a lot. And even today, they read something where they say go visit Pont Island. That means the man serious of where he depa, where he go pa. And also we the people in the diaspora. Another thing, a little bit where we can contribute to Salon. Let we do. If not two people, one person, allow make investment. It doesn't matter how little it is. We not get for do like Idriss Elba, but we can able play our own part as well as Sierra Leoneans them for push that country day. And also the parliament, as they don't they delay for expunge this criminal libel law for journalists them. We hope say them will take them time for pass serious laws them for Sierra Leoneans. They also wake up a serious matter. Because this time we see them they take them time for do this kind of thing because they know. I don't know waiting then they think. But when it comes a serious matter, then they just pass them. Let them take them time and do them things now we they watch them. Thank you very much, brother. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Ibrahim. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Yes, call ID live on here. You name and who you call from?
Yeah, my name is Brian. I call from New Jersey.
Yes, Brian, you get the platform, sir.
Yeah, people will tell you thank you for the opportunity and for the program in general. Waiting one for talk about because we don't touch all and this, I'll touch all the other topics. So I don't want to do too much today. I just want to start by what you talk about NASA, you what you talk about, man. this Idriss Elba the passport in gear. We discussed that yesterday. That one not to discussion. We're not going to discuss that. Idriss Elba, as far as we are concerned, as Sierra Leonean. In Papa Sierra Leone, as Saloni Papa born, he is a Sierra Leonean. So it is out to get that passport day. No discussion about that. But not to the ending a million problem with waiting everything we talk about that. Me the talk number just like what I don't touch first. Me back now one of the things that would pay me. Now discrimination and we get to change that particular part in our constitution now. The constitution or whosoever and the law will be. They get to change that. A discriminatory. For both say, I agree say every country can get their own immigration law, which is called citizenship law. But it's discriminatory. Like Nasser Ayub and other Lebanese then who born as Salon, they're supposed to get Salon citizenship. Because just like to begin all. Like me, I get 2 boys them who born there. They are citizens automatically because I had them born. And we all get Pekine, would have born that. Would I get Pekine England, na ya. So how you feel who born in Pekine na ya, don't love in there who say, oh no, because una the parents are not born here, una black, una Pekine not forget citizenship. That's wrong. It's discriminatory. I don't know why the Lebanese community or why they don't go na ECOWAS court or any other international court for sue the Salon government. That's discriminatory. It's discriminatory. And another law back bad na Salon, not only against the Lebanese there, the other all bad, what they say, people not for own property or what have you, up country. This one also Lebanese now against William family. Now that bad law that one never coded in a book. You see? And the other one who all they talk about, me and you were born as Salon, because we get American citizenship or whichever country we live, just like president need to KKY. Say, for one for be president na Salon. All them bad law and they are bad. We need for change their law and they're discriminatory. We need for change them. They're bad. So now my own contribution on it. Thanks very much. I'll continue for listening.
Thank you very much, Brema. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thanks.
Yes, caller, you live on here. You name and the call?
Yeah, me Alusain on them. They call from London.
Yes, Alusain, you get a platform.
Yeah, thank you very much, Triple A. I'll call it DJ Base. Thank you very much, Triple A. Your intro this evening very, very lovely, and I want to say thank you very much for the conscious vibes because all what you talk before the program they start, they are very, very conscious, and I love your words and what you talk now, like encouraging words that let people rush on things. Every time they say there is time for every purpose. So I love them. Thank you very much for that. The side way I go start first now, they say thanks a lot to the mayor for a good job done. This don't show say a proactive because when you get a job where it at hand, not say because they're on duty. As a policeman, when you see something, even if you off in a house, you see danger they take place, now responsibility for let you take part, for let you make sure that particular thing they solve. Now in the mayor do so, and the mayor do one for we, and we they pray that let it continue like a so. Or the only thing we may want to say to do at the appeal, like where he say they change that bomb because 1 week ago I come on a Freetown, the way I see the smoke now Ferry Junction, it be so much. So that are the only appeal to may he consider that and take that greatly. Let he find another side for that bomb day. I don't know how King Tom can because at the eastern part me come on, but I believe say King Tom self go they get the same problem. And all these places now the heart of the city. So my own appeal and the way they make to but thanks very much to for that particular stop the way he stop and attend to that particular issue day. And the other thing we I could talk about, now just waiting the last caller they try to talk about this Idriss Elba issue and Nasser Ayub. But in the make I don't know say Idriss Elba na in Papana from Sierra Leone. I don't know from him back because I want to ask you the question. Say Nasser Ayub na Salon a born, but in the make and clear. if Nasser Ayub na Salon a born and Idriss Elba not born na Salon but in Papa na Salon then come out, both of them they for attain Sierra Leone citizenship, you know. But like what in Brahma just say, the laws of that country is discriminatory because if the people in the compare to the Arab people, and for example like Saudi Arabia, now discriminatory laws then get there and a human rights violation. How you go born if you in a country 20 years, 30 years, you are not able to give them citizenship. This is what the Arab people then they do. So let we not compare we and the Arab people. And naturally, the Arab people and this is how they are. They are very, very wicked people. But we within Africa will not understand this. We will see them, we raise them up. They're wicked. Nasser Ayub supposed to be a citizen of Sierra Leone. Let you not say, pass you be, Papa be a Sierra Leonean Negro. No, that ain't know they work like a so. Anybody where you born in a particular country, even in England, they are trading be 7 years. Where you born picking, even if you can't, you not get stay. Where you born picking, where the picking reach 7 years, you able apply for the picking, then give the picking citizenship. But I believe that something they don't add on to 10 years, I'm not sure. Even when I was in America, now the same thing they operate there. So how you go born picking a salon say because you're a Lebanese or Indian man, you go born picking they say, for become citizen. Not citizen because now you born a citizen by birth. In fact, Nasser Ayub forget more right because they forget more right more than Idriss Elba because if Idriss Elba not born in Sierra Leone, born in England, then Nasser Ayub born at the ground they win in Sierra Leone. I think say in first forget them. But I don't get problem over giving Idriss Elba a citizenship because like out in the other callers they say the man go down there for go do something positive. But even apart from the positivity the way they go for go do there, it's still for become a Sierra Leonean because in Papa na origin of Sierra Leone. But do you made a big Sierra Leonean? Let will not be too negative and let we left this them discriminatory way of treating people. Whether you na Lebanese background you come up from, whether na Indian background you come up from, whether na Chinese background you come up from, if na Salon them born them, let we give them citizenship. Because we say all kind of them parts of the other don't born picking then they give them citizenship. So let we not forget about those discriminatory way of treating people. I think if I can say anything, Nadia will stop my brother. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yes, caller, I did live on air. Your name and who side the call from?
This is Janet Mathamusa, the call from London.
Yes, Janet, you get a platform.
Yes, I really want to go straight into this citizenship business in Sierra Leone because it look like I say plenty of people do not understand what to make that 1971 why they've been changed the law for prohibit for stop foreigners them for become citizen directly when they're born inside the country. There was a reason for that, because when they introduced that law, what did they do? They stop the Lebanese community, the Asian, the Indians, the Syrians, the women get money because they would have bought their way into parliament. They would have bought their way to the top of power, and then go for being enslaved inside our own country. So there's every time when they introduce a law, then they ask you what are the purpose for that law? It was to prevent that kind of nonsense from taking place inside our own country. Patrick Stephen are the best thing that they will ever do in Sierra Leone. We will go remember and by changing that law in 1971. Let's go straight now to this other comparison within the create. With this current position, Citizenship Act, it talks about if you naturalize, if you're born inside the country, what's in the happen? Now this was so we get for look into. If Nasser Ayub in another specifically one calling him, if anybody were born in the country, we lost say for let you get citizenship, as long as you not get a Negro descent, you get for naturalize. They need to stop there not for get citizenship or not get that the wrong. They say naturalize. And the reason for that is look at the catch. As soon as you naturalize, you cannot become an MP, you cannot vie for the highest office in the land. So the now they make una understand. So they prevent them, straight away, then disqualify them straight away. What now make this man no one naturalize? Because he knows by going through that process, he not go able to vie for We no go men and vote for the MP, and no go will be president of Sierra Leone ever. So we law is very specific. You know, if you ask me whether I support them, well, I'm not in the position to say are they against them or are they for the law on citizenship. But I think to say then they just look around the world and see some unpleasant things that were happening. We're making them look say, we country very small. You know what I mean? If we don't protect ourselves, we're going to be, we're going to be in a similar situation like other countries. Let me go another thing where I want to tell everybody where they see the three people and say discrimination and this and that. Yes, the country get right for discriminate indirectly. Because we want to talk about discrimination, you compare what one country they do to another or how they treat people inside the country. You know what I'm saying? So if the law decides that this is what we are going to do, it is to protect us as Sierra Leoneans. We're born inside the country, and the other way, born outside the country by Sierra Leonean parents. We talk about Elba, Idriss Elba. The law says that if you're born in another country, you get right to become MP or become president or whatever. You know, that's what they give that right. And then everybody be the argue about last year where we can get this dual nationality business being come up. You know. So please, I want to make everybody try to go read the Constitution. I've been posting yesterday. I want to make una read them, una understand them. The purposive approach of creating 1971 law that for prevent people if can't take power now beyond slavery. It is if una look them up and down, una go see the possibility. They have money. They could buy their way into parliament. They could buy their way to the top office, and we become slaves inside our own country. Let me go straight to this Bondo business. You know, Tripoli, I am so excited for this Bondo business where, although not for everybody don't decide for lay them there is a blade, but I'm happy that some of them have decided because me na Uma we go Bondo. You know, I am not proud to have been there. You know, so me really happy. You know, when I hear this news yesterday, I kick my foot in the air. I say, yes. Let us protect our girls from this nonsense. We know I'm going to the nitty-gritty about it, but it's not. We can find health issues. It plenty. Look and pack. We don't want to go in there. So me just happy with it. Where I want to give kudos to the president and to Yasmin Jusu Sharif, you know, for speaking about this thing openly and say, well, you know what, we'll go follow the traditional aspect of training girls to be mothers, to be wives, you know, and stuff like that. That is fine. You know, so I am very happy. But the other thing again, Tripoli, they have very, very major issues where you don't cover this entire week. How will I go away without talking about NGC and why they go on dry? You know, and this conversation is an ongoing conversation. As long as the people in Sierra Leone, they suffer, they go in there and we get for address them. Thank you very much for having me. All right, thank you very much, Janet. Thank you. Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and who side you call from?
Yeah, it is, Patrick.
Yes, Patrick, you get the platform.
I mean, we don't talk throughout the whole week about Sierra Leone, some of the positive things there where to go on at that country there, you know. We'll talk about Parliament, which we're not going to ever do for talk about them because now they're left for the implement law then for see black country they make it a progress in certain areas economically, so it got the effect on the people life, you know. So we talk about a lot. We're not gonna ever try to talk about them and let them know say we watch them. We'll get with eyes on the ground, you know, whatever way they do. If they do well, fine. If they not do well, we'll come after them back. So we talk about so many things and we will not say that now this whole week was a great week. Now something we want to talk about and also will not mention at this program. I made a listen to 98.1. I think it was maybe Wednesday or Thursday.
I think I can able guess what you want to talk. Now I will be supposed to deal with before Idriss Elba can show face. But carry on.
I think I guess what you want to carry on, sir.
Now, that is two guys over there.
Exactly. I'm not saying that you want to talk. But it didn't align for next week. We could definitely carry on.
Okay, but what do you mean one no? I'm a little bit confused that side. I'm confused. I know say America not they deport somebody, even if in other country, they go put in a detention camp, take the fine country. But for say they pay salon government for give them people that they national for care they go salon. They might be right, they might be wrong. I don't want to put them in that situation there. What they made it do, I don't know if you go able to do investigation. I may send the camera to them. Let the voice hear. Now that is not the case. Let the voice hear say, well, we didn't have the wrong country. You know? Because that thing and the way you listen to them, I believe that maybe now I don't get experience before. A long time ago, back in the where some Nigerians there go to Portugal. They claim to be Sierra Leoneans, So when they parent group where they try for interview there. I believe so one of them, they asked her, they said, which part na Sierra Leone come out? Which street and the name of the house? I know say you mentioned one street name where I know say we not get that. No sign Sierra Leone or Freetown. Now this Freetown I know say this person na fake. So I don't want to go too much detail as you say we put out next week. So before by next week I know say you don't do your groundwork, the background check and everything and see maybe we'll discuss about that. That's all I just want to say. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Patrick. Thank you. Yes, caller, you there live on here. Your name and who side you call from?
Jalo, I call from Germany.
Yes, Jalo, what's you are laying at table?
Well, me, I want to the people away. They grumble why not give citizenship to the Lebanese them or Indians or so what. May them tell we now who's Solomon we don't live in Lebanon. We born picking the Nigerian citizenship or even birth certificate. I know one my cousin we born picking at Dubai. Even birth certificates no gear. Saying at Dubai born. And so the picking can salon, the picking the salon right now. Now salon birth certificate and carry. So we salon people we too hypocrite. We hypocrites and they disturb African people them. Triple A. Even at the West now, we can get for go a long process before you get the one the people in our salon in Europe where they picking where them born picking there and they not give them paper for that. You understand? That the West side the law come out. But we also salon people this same beaucoup label and beaucoup talk. Who say person
no, our only under first. Everybody get rights to your own views.
Yeah,
just like how you did talk so now, so you have get rights to your own views. So anybody will call back, then have get rights. So you just make your own presentation, then make we carry on.
Okay. So you understand that people, then people if we give a small chance, na minds for salon people because they know say they get money, they rich. They sabi the tactics. Which they wait and also for kind size salon. They know which they size salon pass we or they size salon. So everything they tell. If like how that woman are the right thing, they tell people and so. If they want we document a salon, then they have to go through the process from 1961 Constitution law. That's the most important thing and day. So maybe we are not going to say if people in born as salon for become citizenship straight or waiting and call. We don't want to go to Middle East now, so you born picking, then get citizenship day. Or they even get ID card or birth certificate. That means consider in Dubai born in picking you not get paper safe. I born as well come out they go now host from host where they tell and come and cancel salon. You understand? And people to I want ask one question. The bill where they give Parliament, how much would they give for develop the institution in a salon? how much $1 million government presents for that. So I get concerned. Me are interested on that side than waiting then they go jump. You understand? Because me know say that side then get the country because then get for build the country when they talk about human development. Now that is the key side who say I believe say government to put ampa for land people and skill. So I want to know how much the government put budget for that, how for develop that side. I think me interested more.
All right, thank you very much, Jalo.
Okay,
thank you. Yeah. Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and who the call from?
Yeah, this is the call from US.
Yes, I get the platform.
Yeah, first of all, I want to say thanks to Janet Mansamusa for her presentation. You know, I'm not saying we did on different views on political issues, but being an independent thinker, when I hear something where it makes sense to me, I can really give the person kudos. You know, she said it well, and that's the fact. You know, the question I ask you in particular, Lebanese them, what are they considered as? Arabs or what?
Uda?
The Lebanese them, under which category we put them? Are they Arabs or what? What are their classifications in terms of their race?
I can't tell. Because we all know, Naomi know for we say the papa for be under a Negro descent like black man. But I don't know.
I want to know under which race they fall under, whether they're Arabs, then you know, like you get Arabs, you get the Americans, you get the Jews, you know, under which race do they fall under? How do they classify themselves as? What group do they fall under? Are they Arabs in terms of their dispensation and based on the area where they come out? Are they Arabs? Lebanon is that an Arab nation where they speak Arabic?
Well, that particular question, they get some question mark because some people in the claim say, yes, then are Arabs, some man and they say, then are Phoenicians, according to Google, but you know, able for pinpoint say, then are Arab.
Okay, so that makes it the question where I want for the comment I want for maker because we cannot determine whether they are Arabs or not, you know. But what Janet said, according to the Constitution, she's right on point. You know, you never go give people with citizenship, we would, after 10, 15, 20 years, then come for turn with a slave. You know, the question may not happen before, you know. And I won't say there are people here don't know the country before independence. And most of them go offline. What are the tangible things in the way they don't do for that country today? Let somebody tell me. Rather than open shop, they offline and involved in gold and diamond business or timber. What are the tangible things where they don't actually, you go see this Lebanese now, they put this thing up. You know, this is part of their legacy for all the hundreds of years where they've been in that country. Let somebody show me one thing where the people they don't do for that country. Whether they cry, say they forgive them citizenship. Our irregular answer then before we try to talk about citizenship. You know, they show one thing where they don't do in that country. We will show say yes, this the contributions where they don't make. Even the Indians them, the Syrians them. We make a contribution where they don't make for that country. As for take, and take them out. Take them out. Let us show you what they're doing in that country when they try for claim citizenship. So they will get more access, you know, for suppress with people again. Would they area that they cost and the workers their money, you know? Now that's more would expect Now that's more one getting power for do. I think Janet is right. That's my contribution.
All right, thank you very much, Ayo. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller, you live on air. Your name and who the call from?
Yeah, good evening, Nancy. My name is Adama. I call from New York.
Yes, Adama, you get the platform.
Okay. There are so many things and we don't discuss today. Not a catch up with. But there's one thing I want to bring at the table, and that is, I welcome our new ambassador of Sierra Leone. He's our brother. And I need to go back to the basics of putting the people that need in that country there. Okay. Water, electricity. Because even though this man is a movie star, they come for make movie. If he come, other people they come. And those are the basic things what people that need. Okay, AAA, we say we're not salon now, we're there now for all these years. We don't expect people for going under within a darkness. Okay, we'll not get water. I don't think that we'll go back to that way. I don't think we'll use that kind of lifestyle. And another thing we want to talk about is security. Because if the people there, when are there policemen, when are there man, when they for protect the country, people that want another country there. And they just said they do bad. That's the worry me. Because I remember that man, he run out of his house. They beat him in a security guard. He go to a police station. And nobody know they have this Maya. Okay, so now that's thing that they made a worry about AAA. Because if we put with like now they your hand for protection, and they do back, me they think twice for go back and salo. Me not like getting anybody. So now me your contribution I put on the table today. I thank you very much for bringing me to the platform. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Adama. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, caller, ID live on air. Your name and who the call from?
Yeah, AAA, thank you. This is Rahman, I call from London.
Yes, Abdulrahman, you get the platform.
Okay, AAA, I want to tell you thank you for the forum. The last caller before the lady called, they asked, the contribution what the Lebanese don't do. Yeah, they don't contribute. I don't go deny they don't contribute. They do contribution. National anthem, na Lebanese na right hand. Ona John Aka. You understand? John Aka from Roti Funk, na right to Sierra Leone national anthem. Who they read so na Lebanese na right hand. Then the other thing, Nasa Ayu, you know, compare himself to Idriss Elba. Because Idriss Elba, the constitution talks say, if you go born, so what's you not Sierra Leone, any country where go born, you not Sierra Leone. Idriss Elba, the Pekin abon and away go saloon, you go get saloon passport. You understand me? Well, not to Sierra Leone. If I go salon, I get becoming a Sierra Leone, I get salon passport. I go get Sierra Leone. That's how I don't write Sierra Leone forum. Now, why be following programs there? If you want to be Sierra Leone, either naturalize or lobby the parliamentarians there, then they change the constitution. They don't go change it. They don't go do one because of in one grade. Let lobby the parliamentarians there. And the first lady and her friends, and they see how the first lady they get some parliamentarians there, so MP there, one of friends there. It can sponsor a bill, a private member bill. It can't go to parliament, it go argue in case. You understand? But for the kind of social media, any children give Sierra Leone and something, and the government will say, you know, good, why they forget? No, make it sponsor a bill, go to parliament, you go argue in case. This year, not so salon no more idea. Again, all West African country. Now, because of what happened in South Africa and Palestine, that it make them put that bill. Like Oti and that lady say in London, Mansa Musa. Now true. Now for protect because during the apartheid in South Africa, they still Oti happen the white man and can and take over the country, then take over the resources. Oti happen in Zimbabwe. Then Oti happen in Palestine with the Israelis. Now I make them make that law. I don't read that law. Now constitution law. So if you want to change let it go to parliament, it go sponsor a bill, it gets a man in our parliament for let expunge that bill, let them make a. But Mr. Idriss Elba get right for Idriss Elba born Sierra Leone. By the way, I'm happy yesterday that program where I make suggestion for you put her, you plan. I see beaucoup likes, beaucoup people in Leka. and which is good. The guy always they talk say in and Sierra Leone. Anytime go na the wall, he gets Sierra Leone blood, run and blood. So by the way, me MP usani come on a cache, usani born by Bure. Na Libanese day, but in mama na black. So NASA you talk say I just want to make this as what say. Then they discriminate somebody. We minister go check another what say. Na Afkas, na half Libanese, half Sierra Leone. But in your papa na Sierra Leone, and mama I think na Libanese or the other way around. I think na post local north is two. Because na my own village you say me papa come on. Na Libanese, half Libanese na baby. So thank you very much for that make that clear. Okay. They discriminate against nobody.
Thank you.
Constitution say. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, caller, ID live on here. Your name and where you call from?
Hi, good evening. This is Naisatu. I call from New York.
Yes, Aisatu, get a platform.
Yeah, me, I want to start to talk about, because this is not something I miss, during the week, in terms of the money that being used for print the president in portrait, which cost, 17 million leones. I think that was outrageous. Really, something they spend at our country, they will go for first look at what's in the problem. What do you need all them pictures and therefore? Maybe you need them pictures and really, even America, the president in picture only in the federal building there. Now each state now get the governor in picture. So, for put the president in picture, now some offices that will not even make sense. You can only put on a federal building and embassies if needed. And that amount there was just too much. And I think like everybody don't they say, we'll go for see what thing to go on at the country first before we begin take money and put on some say where you don't belong. If they really want a picture, they can just buy a camera and take the picture themselves and go print and save money that way. Why didn't they think about that? I don't know. Hopefully they will find out. The ACC need for, work on that too. Now that assignment I know what they give them. Just like the other assignment for don't give them about the other, money where they not account for what they spend in 2018. Now, I go into the other statement where come up the president and West for one get a foundation. Now any country, especially like Usami, they live by the laws and I compare. Yeah, so if you're a president, if you get business, if you get anything where they go on outside of the governing the country, you get for Puli Ampana. Once they don't elect you, they don't sworn you to presidency, you get for Puli Ampana. So the president need for, focus on taking care of, the things that will need in our country. Now, that is the first job right now. We're done with in presidency. It can join in WEF for let them continue their foundation. There's nothing wrong in having a foundation to help girls, which I'm sure most of we, a very good thing. We want to see things and women and get them right then, girl picking and get the opportunity for go school and become somebody and change our country, Dave. And then I want to go into the other statement about the citizenship, with Elba and the Lebanese guy or something. If somebody don't born in a country, he get right for get a citizenship. I'm not saying parent them. Therefore go through whatever process then they na the constitution. But the pikin were born at the ground. Now they is born. He deserve that. The pikin were born then also. Then get them passport. Not like Europe or England. What do they tell people that say in a second class citizenship? Yeah, so the same passport where you born it in and they get. They say place of birth, United States. Now, place of nationality, United States. Now million get Sierra Leone inside. You not get on it. So then get you right for getting the citizenship because they born. And I think we need to think wise. We don't live overseas. We know how it feels to be treated differently. And then we know how it is if they treat people differently. Would they pay taxes in this country? Unless they never pay taxes, that's a different story. So therefore be very wise in how they address certain issues. And in that particular statement about, Arab, they're going to do this, they're going to do that. No, that was before. The world has changed. Slavery doesn't exist anymore. Certain things doesn't exist anymore. So let us probably try to change our mindset and how we see things. So now me own take on that. I think the man get right forget citizenship, and he get for go like the other caller just said. If you feel say something to go on that is not right, you take it to Parliament and object that. Sometimes there's people and they go all the way to the Supreme Court in America, yeah, because when something not right, and they take out at the highest court, highest court at the nation. Because why? They want to fight it, they want it to change. And that's what he should do. You know, they all get the right to get a passport. If I take my kid to Salon, they get the right to get Sierra Leone passport. Just like if I take them to Ivory Coast, they get the right to get Ivorian passport as well. So thank you very much, Triple A.
All right, thank you very much, Asato. Thank you. Yes, caller, I live on here. Your name and inside the call from?
Yes, Triple A. I call from London. My name Tina.
Yes, Tina, what you are in at table?
Yeah, first of all, I want to answer that man. We talk about the national anthem. I think know the history. Make you go read the history book of Sierra Leone. All I write the national anthem. It was not written by the John Ackers them or the Lebanese them. Know history. They are still go back to school. Now the thing is they talk about education. We get for education.
Wait, hold on. Yes, in the making your submission, if you feel sick, you get correction.
Okay, I want to make them know say the Sierra Leone national anthem was written by the files. Yeah?
Okay.
Number one, if the one they can prove me, they can go check, they prove me right or wrong. Okay? Then, secondly, they talk about it was written by, the national anthem was written by Clinton Nelson Five. Then, secondly, they talk about the president and the West, the president in picture. It's not the president's fault. Therefore, only one that will make the accountability. Make them prove what it was for spend so much money in for president in picture. That's two. Then, secondly, I like what that first man they just say the president's wife they say answer of our girls. The same one as them for answer of the boys them. Because we salon when we born, we not in get homosexual day. Therefore pull the hand for homosexual business. Therefore begin arrest them the kind of do in Uganda. Therefore look after the boy picking them same way. And try for impact on the aid. If you're not able to go school in the land and trade. Let me the country they upside down do that all them get for doing a thief work the day for. And that's a thief. Which is not good for the country. Then thirdly, so they talk about this nationality. Yes, we wouldn't the diaspora. Some are putting in England, some are putting in America. We get to be wise. Now make we the suffer the next day so. We don't know we don't know left from right. Now make it one country I like now West Africa. I like the Gambian. Yeah? We get so much good education past in the Gambia. But I tell you something, I like the way of the leper say. The paper, you let you go, if you don't go there 10 years, they're not 10 years, then they send you where you paper up. Then there's there they read where some so-called salon about them go fake them paper because I tell you that you should do that salon. They have to stop all this nonsense. Yeah? Then thirdly, this bomb Ebo, so that so they kill them. They need for common bomb. Government got to do something about bomb. They have to stop. What can do? This is 24th century. They need for move on. Wait, look up like the perish. As that man say, me not born Creole. I know you expect for what below stop line no. But I tell you something, they get for open out the country. Before they tap now bomb, it's better for them for go live upline. And make the open up, make schools and come hospital. Then they tap now bomb inside the city, the heart of freedom is shameful and disgraceful. They make West man them. Then they go use we as guinea pigs. Then they still get Ebola. We not get Ebola. Now because they see we. As they say, how you make it big? Now so you go lead on day. Then they measure we. They have to stop. I'm glad for this education. Yes, the government itself, the presidency and web, do not put their handpan outside business. If it don't be president, it will just continue to govern the country. now more than this. Yeah.
Thank you very much, caller. Thank you. Just for point out about this Hilton file, this Hilton file, I think the Hilton file can be done in made Clifford Nelson file and John Acker, according to within Wikipedia and Google tell we say na den all two, na den join on for, we don't close the phone line. We can't bring everybody today. Today the phone line don't close. We don't go way beyond with time over for dinner. Let them not can fire me just now. The phone line don't close. I know I lose my job. Yeah, I make people not losing job. The phone line don't close. We go keep other thing them for next week. Let's have the talk. Clifford Nelson file and John Acker then composed the national anthem. It was adopted as the national anthem in 1961 when the country became independent, replacing God Save the Queen. Make a call with Tony, if you still did it.
Yeah, there.
Yes, what will be your closing, sir, after I don't listen to everybody?
Yeah, everybody gets in take on this citizenship business between Nasser Ayub being the T-Bone Salon. Go online and try for Google and see within a Lebanese the laws with regards the same scenario. And funnily, we get the same laws. You're not going to be a citizen of Lebanon if you papa, even if you're born outside, if you papa not a Lebanese. The same, just the same laws we get to, and the same law they get in Lebanon. Wherein even your mama no go give you citizenship, now your papa go give you citizenship. Law will say your mama go born you, it can born you in America now, yeah? And it want for care you go na Lebanon, say, hey, no, you are not a citizen. You get for be born, but your papa and make you be a citizenship. So I'm not allowed with labor on that point here. We all know yes, Nasser Ayub have contributed, in your way, Salon for music industry, open foundation or whatever. But what we want to look at? Now they look at the bigger pictures. Those are small issues. Those are smaller issues where they can address. There are no people that way na Lebanese and go Salon passports. Have you seen reach time now we country Salon passports may cheap forget pass anything. We see Nigerians essentially carry Sierra Leonean passports where they are not Sierra Leoneans. We just will say no more. If we that strict on the passport for Nasser Ayub, we therefore be strict for everybody. You understand? Not only that, because 100% Idriss Elba fit forget him because in Papa. That's true in Papa. You understand? Officer will get for labor on that point. There may be big government who still the ask government because they're doing very well in their own way. But this libel law, let them try pass on. You understand? Because they just like we say, the campaign on free education when I made a flagship. This libel thing was also one thing where they made the armor because and it's by Kromaka, say he go in not touch arm. And yet they promise. If you say we not let them delay, but the good thing they don't table them already. We just say the journalists then therefore just be responsible in the reporting. Wherein normally say if they pass them, then just go for the right anything like that because they say they not pass and now we can write anything. They therefore be mindful and be responsible entire. And the Sierra Leonean, they now, not so that Sierra Leoneans in 1961 or 1971 or 1991 with the war for the Sierra Leoneans, they now tired of excuse. What they did now is the results. Sierra Leoneans is result because I can call everybody in a salon a survivor. Everybody in a salon, you go through the 10-year war, you survive. You go through the Ebola, you survive. You go through mudslide, you survive. So everybody where they live in a salon is a survivor. And of it there we compete with them, with people and they suffer or then they this. It's a 7 million population. This is the argument I always raise to my party, the way in governance, whether in politics. I say, man, we only have 7 million population. The population alone in Lagos is 27 million or 21 million. Sierra Leone is just 7 million population. 7 million, we cannot provide 24-hour lights. We cannot even provide water for everybody in a salon. Even connectivity.
it's a big challenge. Internet connectivity is a huge challenge. So many things, and the health is a huge challenge. Just 7 million population. So now me will take that. Let the president get that at the back of your mind, or whoever they listen. We are just 7 million. 7 million.
Thank you very much, Tony. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, Aaron, you get the platform, sir. What do you go close with?
Yes, very kind of tense debate today. Responses. One thing me just want to say, today sound a little different from most of the time we key in the debate. I think we already really cover lucky for go through for land, not for no say, particularly with they are born, no say we all know we get the same idea about something. We know we get the same opinion about something. We get for learn for be respectful of other people's opinion. And not necessarily means that because somebody else not share your opinion. The person, somebody made mention about education. The person way maybe you make that reference is to, if you know in educational background or waiting, we can people will say something with something they not get them accurate. If you feel you get the accurate or the correct information, you can respectfully be and come forward. Then we get for try for contain we emotions. We can look at government with the challenge government office holders. They try for say with the crowd opinion, they try for cause them. We therefore be mindful how they treat each other, particularly on radio program. Now that's what I want to say. I just want to tell my colleague now in New York, I think I said too, one of the things that we also become about this picture business where it makes so much sense something way of the president. One thing I know now that in the past the Ministry of Works it takes care of some of those things with the government thinks for like that, just like we say. And I believe if now like something the embassy they want to put them pictures and the budget with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs they allocate to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs for take care of all things or if now pictures them with the president the president pictures them for local consumption for the offices then I think the Ministry of Internal Affairs the reason we make people and they express that now that the money we involved is too much. When people and bring anything and what say that maybe they hate the government, they're not just accountability. We don't live abroad, we therefore be patient, therefore respect other people's opinion. Me say when Mr. Y say this is blue, you feel say na red, Mr. Y stupid. No. We all share different opinion and we therefore be respectfully disagree. I just want to close with that. We look forward to next week. God bless you all.
Thank you very much.
By the way, I wait for Daniel Oldfield. Wait, one can tell me about Liverpool.
I know, right? I said they never walk alone. All right, thank you very much, guys. Thank you.
Sure, sir. Sure, thank you. Bye-bye.
We go there again Monday. Say next week, the festive week where we get Christmas Day and Boxing Day. But we'll go there again back Monday, and on Tuesday, when a Christmas Eve, we will go only get like a request program where everybody go send request order you want send request for, and you go request song where you want for your and things like that. We go do on Tuesday when a Christmas Eve. But on Monday we go there back and can see what we go lay na table. I just wish we all get a good rest this weekend and make what you all aim for. It go come to pass. Till we meet again next Monday, Triple say tata.